Hey guys, Randy here, and welcome aboard the Seabee Traveler Channel. Hey, today we're going to go to Springerville, Arizona. It's a nice little town. It's east of Sholo, Arizona, about 45 miles, something like that. And it's up around 7,000 feet. So it's a nice getaway in the summer. And it's a little town. I think it was, I don't know, it was a couple thousand people live there. But the reason I wanted to go there was there are some museums that I wanted to check out. It looks like we're going to have some really good weather. It's, I don't know, they still may get some storms in the afternoon, but for now, it's gorgeous out here. You can just see how beautiful it is up here. Man, that's the direction. That's Springerville off in the distance. So right now I'm not too far away from there. It's just a short drive. And you can even see a lot of sunflowers growing wild out here in these fields.
There's a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave.
And that's towards Sholo. That's Highway 60 towards Sholo. And that is the road that we came in on from St. John's. I'm not a big hunter, but I would imagine this area has some pretty good antelope. This is where I'd expect them. And then that's back towards Springerville. You know, another little tidbit of history for Springerville is in 1951, they filmed a movie here called Return of the Texan. And they used quite a bit of locations in and around Springerville. So I thought that was pretty neat. And then also Ike Clanton from the OK Corral shootout. He was shot and killed in Springerville. He was being arrested for cattle rustling. He resisted, and a detective shot him and killed him. But I'm interested in seeing these two museums. One's inside and the other is an outside museum. And just right up here is the Little Colorado River again. It's flowing down from Mount Baldy wilderness area. It flows through here and then it goes over to St. John's and eventually ends up in Lyman Lake. And that's a nice little RV park there. And it's right at the Springerville town limits. Now, this town, in I think it was 2011, one of the biggest fires that hit Arizona near Alpine, the Wallow Fire. A lot of the residents, or most of the residents from Springerville, they had to evacuate. Some people stayed, but a lot of them evacuated until they got the all clear. So that's a sad part of this eastern Arizona history, or those two huge fires we had, the Rodeo Chedeschi and this Wallow Fire. And the Wallow Fire took out a lot of the aspens up in Alpine. Sorry, I got distracted. I see a place for me to stop and get some coffee. I'm running low. Uh-oh. Somebody got pulled over there. But when I stopped to get some coffee and I saw this statue, and I just wanted to stop and see what it was. The National Old Trails Road. Coronado passed here in 1540. He came to see gold, but found fame. So here's let's see what this says. Driving historic tour. This is a 10-foot high, 5-ton statue cast by St. Louis sculptor August Leimbach. It's one of 12 identical monuments to the bold spirit of the pioneers erected in 1928 to 1929 along the National Old Trails Road from Maryland to California. Wow. So 12 of these were set up from Maryland to California. Now look at that. Wow, there's a lot of detail. It does look weathered. 1928, 29 they were put up. Even though it looks a little bit weathered, it still has a lot of detail. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Memorial to the pioneer mothers of the covered wagon days. Yeah, she's got a boy and a baby trailblazing, and that would be Madonna of the Trail. That would be, man, yeah, it'd be tough to do that. Let's see what this one says. A tribute to the pioneers of Arizona and the Southwest who trod this ground and braved the dangers of the Apaches and other warrior tribes. You can even see the detail in there's cactus or flowers there. Wow, beautiful. The backside. Wow, that is neat. I'm glad I stopped to see this. Huh. Very interesting. All right, well, I think we're gonna keep on rolling. Oh, uh-oh, now there's two of them over there. Oh, there's a third one coming. I wonder what's going on over there. All right. That's a cool little statue they had there. It's been there for a long time too. You can tell by how it's weathered. This is a pretty neat little strip of Springerville. It's kind of downtown area. Has that old town feel. Some pretty old buildings here. Look at that old motel. But somewhere up here is the turnoff to that visitor center and museum. I think it's right. Oh yeah, yep, here it is. I think it's right up there where that car turned. Or no, it's right here. Visitor center, museums, and art gallery. Wow. Take a right here. Clouds are starting to build up a little bit too, it looks like. It should be alright. It should be good. Well, it's parking lot pretty far back. Nice little park, it looks like over there too. Wow. Get some frisbee in or something like that. Well, alright, so let me get parked. Alright, so the Casa Malpai, White Mountain Historical Park. Visit our historical park quarter mile. All right, we'll have to go check that out. Springerville Heritage Center and Casa Malpai Museum Tours entrance. Well, we'll go check that out in a minute. Let's probably get a spot. They have these poles in the way. I don't want to block it, but let's see. We have. So I guess this is the Malpai. Some hunters making some food, and then off in the distance you can kind of see the Spanish. It looks like some conquistadors there. The old Coronado Trail. Is that what this is? Anyways, I wanted to go check out this museum. So it looks like we just made it in time. They're just now opening up. Well, that's good. We'll be able to check it out. I'll be in a sec. Thank you. I'm going to give them a second to get stuff situated. It's a nice little seating area. Here's some memorial bricks down here. really hard to see them. 3 of 6 generations living and loving, Springerville. All right, let's go see if we can go in here now. Wow, I wasn't expecting this. This is nice. Oh, cool. Check. We've got some. These are the archaeological ruins for the Malpai. Wow, they're like in a canyon. Those are drone photos. The Casa Malpai, Great Kiva #1. That's #2. There's little descriptions at the bottom I'm trying to read. There's the Casa Malpai. That is the solar calendar. Wow, that is cool. Let's see here. We've got this is their museum. Casa Malpai Historic Landmark. Prehistoric ceremonial site that was occupied between 1240 and 1350. The Mogollon were the first known inhabitants. Also, the Malpai are the Mogollon community. Wow. Let's see what they have in here. Wow, look at this. Projectile points. Oh, it's a little arrowhead display. A shaft straightener. Those are shaft straighteners. Oh, I see. So they just kind of use that to bend the bow around it to straighten them out when they get wet. 30 notches, the pronghorn scapula. So I guess for everyone they got a notch. Bighorn sheep skull. Clovis point. Wow, that's a nice display of some arrowheads. Malpai Pueblo. Wow, that's some old pottery, huh? Cedar Creek, AD 1300 to 1375. Love them and leave them. Don't pocket the pieces. That's right, so if you find anything, you can't take it. Corn and maize. Wow, so these are some old walnuts, pinon nuts. It's a lid, stroke. Black and white on the bowl, man. Corn and maize was a transformative event in the prehistoric Southwest. Around 1500 BCE. Wow. I must be hungry. My stomach is growling. Oh, wow, that is beautiful. Wow. It's like pristine shape. Pinedale black on white. Now there's another one of these in Globe. They have a well-preserved architectural site. I've been there, done that. I have a video out, so make sure to check that one out if you want to see some really nice archaeological ruins. Adornments. So there are jewelry. Wow, little tiny beads. See if I can zoom in here. Little tiny beads in that rock bowl. So much pottery. What's this? Air regulator. Placed vertically in front of an air vent on the floor of a room. This regulator would have been used to control the flow of air into a room. The hole could have been plugged to prevent airflow from entering room left open. Wow, there's some huge pots there. Bone weaving tools. Wow, there's a huge collection. Wow, look at those little tiny clay figures. They're commonly found. They're just, I don't know, maybe practice? Kids practicing their trade for later on? Maybe they were toys. Coiled Aweigh basket. It's about 150 years old. Wow, that is in fabulous shape. This is what the donors of that said. It's about 150 years old. It's a woven basket. Oh man, that's a cool jug right there. Two-handled canteen. So it was found north of St. John's. All right, let's check out, look at this old stove right here. Wow, that's decorative. Charter oak. Becker Family Museum. Pretty famous here, I guess, in Springerville. Let's see here. John came to the West first to work for Huntington Brothers and Las Lunas. Wow, Becker Family Pioneer Merchants. Some old photos of the Springerville Becker Brothers. Wow. Becker Mercantile. All right, so I'm gonna have to look for anything Becker as I'm driving through town. Oh, they had a lot of stuff in Springerville. Look at that. Here's their family portraits. Oh, he died in 1988. Graduated from Stanford. Wow, looks like he was military. Another military. Wow. The Becker home. So there's gotta be maybe, I'm gonna have to ask, see if I can find if this is still around. 1885. So 1915, they added 5 bedrooms and a storeroom.
I'm curious, out of curiosity. I don't have a clue. And I have no idea where it is buried.
There's a dress.
I don't have any, I don't know. But we really miss having this as a gift shop. So even if.
Wow, look at this. Please do not play the piano. So this was in their house. This baby grand piano was handmade November 1879 and was purchased by Gustav Becker for his home.
That's what it is.
Wow, handmade, baby grand.
But we miss having a gift shop. So
There's the foot pedals.
more stuff to sell again. So that's what we do with the space. You know,
Wow.
shells under boy blue and whatever else, you know. Yeah.
Becker's garage.
Yeah, because we really can't use this thing. Maybe
Boy, they had their hand in just about everything here, didn't they? Is that an original sign up there?
You don't need as much space, maybe that
Yeah,
back a little bit.
exactly. That's right, exactly.
You can still get in the cabinets.
Yeah, exactly. And so I brought in my cards to get to sell, and then we.
Yeah, they do get snow here. The picture with a lot of snow. I think we're up around 7,000 feet. Wedding party down Main Street.
Yes, it's a siren thing. It's the siren thing.
Oh, it's not a thing with dogs so that they're.
Round Valley.
I know. You know, John said it looks like a pinball machine.
Becker Motor Company. This old typewriter. Becker's store. A day book. Wow.
Yeah, but it's a siren thing that went on top of the building.
I can't read it. It's hard to read. Cash sales, 1906. See if I can get up here and look down on it. These journals contain the day-to-day transactions. Wow, and they've been around for a long time. That is amazing. Amazing. Let's see, White Mountain Exploration Center. That's a really pretty painting there, isn't it? Some fossils. Look at that old shell, man. Oh, wow, here's the Zuni Plateau. Wow. Lots of tiny little teeth. And then down here they have some petrified wood. All right, here's some photographs. I always like these upshot of aspens, that yellow with the blue sky. The Douglas fir.
Was tour guide for about 5 years,
Wow.
and then she moved up.
Here at the Civil War.
Her mom worked and Melanie was going to.
1661, a young tree.
Up his. Well, her dad won't let her because your dad is like 90 and he must hold on to this stuff.
Yeah.
So now,
Wow.
wouldn't it look cool to have some more stuff in here?
So this was cut down in 1965. Pearl Harbor bombed, World War I, Arizona statehood, Revolutionary War.
Because this stuff, so many people comment on how cool this is, you know?
1869, Springerville founded, 1885. Wow, it's an old Douglas fir there.
Isn't that funny? So, yeah. Once in a while he has popped
All
into
right, so
the
the Renee Cushman Museum.
Oh, good. But I haven't seen him come in. No, we didn't go last time.
Wow.
Oh, right. Because we went to Alaska for shooting. Oh.
John Wayne, movie actor and rancher, owned the 26 Bar Ranch in Eager and visited there many times. Wow, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Oh, no way. What'd you do in Alaska?
He did mostly fishing.
How fun.
My son's
Oh.
and they're
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Did you see the Aurora Borealis at all?
Round Valley
The Northern Lights or anything?
End Sphere, number 1.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's a big mural. I didn't realize that was a big mural. Looks like John Wayne working a ranch
I've always wanted to go to Alaska.
near Eager.
Some cool wildlife.
26 Bar Ranch, registered Herefords.
Oh, you're not?
Very nice job of this. Whoever painted this did a great job. Wow, lots of art. This is in Springerville. I didn't expect this. I'm totally amazed.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
Beautiful. That's a photograph. It looks like a painting, but it's a picture.
Oh, hell of it.
Hmm.
How fun is that?
That's a photograph too.
They had rules though too, because everybody can get one.
Okay.
Oh, how is that?
Oh.
So as soon as you catch,
Surreal tree.
you can't fish anymore because they need
Like hoarfrost at night. Milky Way. Wow, look at all these butterflies. There's more.
Did you get to bring any of that home?
Moths and butterflies.
Drives or something?
Some of these are huge.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Look at that. That one right there is nice. There's another old piano. What is this? Vertical reflector. Projection. So that's many high school students served as projectionists in the theater, the El Rio Theater. Wow, it's an old projector. Historic El Rio Theater. Apache Theater. Screen cover. This is the original screen cover, which was used in the used to protect the screen in the El Rio Theater. Wow. It's the old chairs. Boy, theaters have really changed. Look at that old seat. Now you can recline, order some drinks if you want. They'll come bring them to you. Here's the movie rack. This is all new to me. I had no idea how projection used to work. The projectors in the theater. What's an old leather jacket? Rod Clay Hunter. He killed a deer and made the jacket himself. And the scabbard too. Wow. There he is in 1961. We got a Choya walking stick. Springerville, the toughest town in the West before the 20th century, White Mountains. There's Ike Clanton. Wow. Never I turn more. A squaw dress. That's what it's called. It's made in the 50s. Let's see what's over here. Oh, okay. A wedding dress. A house in the Round Valley. Sit by the fireplace. Making some quilts. Look at those old ice skates down there. It's an old sewing machine. So you have that pin cushion. Wow. Is that a feeder? Is that what for horses to eat out of? Some leatherworking chaps. Soldering iron, which was heated to melt solder into radiators. They're pulling. Looks like they're pulling it out of the mud. All these pictures have people working on their cars. Yeah, imagine that there were a lot of breakdowns. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, you got to know how to fix it. Alpine Divide. I've taken that road all the way to Clifton and Morenci from Alpine. Beautiful, beautiful travel. I did a video on that one going from Morenci all the way to Alpine. Big Lake, Mount Baldy. I've actually hiked to the top of Mount Baldy once. And I think it's safe to say that once is all I needed. All right, we're gonna head back to the entrance now. Seeing where as we're heading out, put in a little donation. Oh, let me sign. I need to sign in too before I leave. All right. Let's see if I find it here. We're all signed in, all donated up, and let's see if I can't find some of these old buildings that I saw. Ooh, got a little bit cloudy. Well, I gotta say, I am very pleasantly surprised. Way bigger than I expected, way more than I expected, and that's free. Man, just a little donation, keep it open, and man, I am glad I stopped in there. If you're ever in Springerville, make sure you stop in to the visitor center and the museum. Wow, how about that? I wasn't expecting that to be as nice as it was. I'm not sure why I thought that, but I was really impressed. But just up the road, not too far from here, is that outdoor museum. And I think it's going to clear up a little bit here. We've got some sprinkles, but not enough to keep me from going up there. I just worried a little bit later. I'm going to camp someplace tonight. I'm wondering if I'm going to have to sleep on some high ground tonight and avoid any washes or something. Well, there's a lot of parking up here. I mean, a lot of cars parking up here. Looks busy. I wonder what's happening up here. Well, I can see the outdoor museum. I see some of the buildings there on the left, but they have some sort of I don't know. Looks like kind of a swap meet. I smell some good food. Well, let's see if I can find some parking. But to the right is this museum I want to get to. It doesn't look like anybody's going in there, so that's good. But anyways, let me just see if I can get up here somewhere and park, and we'll go check out this little museum. All right, well, I wanted to come see this old park, and with all these cars, I wasn't sure what was going on, and I asked one of the locals, and they informed me that there is a rib cook-off happening. So maybe it's right by here, so maybe after we walk through this park, we will take a stroll over there and see what's going on. Forest Ranger cabin. Wow, I didn't. Wow, let's see what's inside here. 1913. So this is what a forest ranger cabin would have looked like. You can hear it's sprinkling a little bit on me. So we had a single bed, log cabin with mud, adobe, something inside. Look at that old axe. Looks like it was splitting wood. Wow, that's neat. An old typewriter. Looks like he collected some pine cones. The rockers and arm rails have both created by wood with the desired shape. A stove. All right, let's go check other stuff out. It's nice and cool out here with the breeze. A granary wagon. Wow, there is a ton of equipment to see and to look at. A granary, 1875. Mr. Springer and Mr. Becker opened stores in our valley. Mr. Springer went bankrupt, but Mr. Gustav Becker and his brother Julius stayed and prospered. There is a lot of stuff in here. Old electronics. And the stove. I like this barber chair right here. Please do not touch. I'll tell you what, this new camera I got for dark places is so much better in with low light conditions. It's coming in handy right about now. So, what's this, an old doctor's? It's an old doctor's bed or something. Examination bed, I guess you would call it. And that's adobe filling. They put rocks in there. just to fill it up to keep the wind from blowing through. Man, life back then, man, life back then. There's still a couple more buildings to look at. That's what I'm more interested in. The farm equipment is neat, but let's see what this, the Butler cabin. This cabin was the original homestead log cabin of the Butler family. Wow. All right. Original homestead. Dirt floor and all. Whew. Not much to it, is there? I like how they did this. They actually put wood over the joints to help keep the wind and probably to help keep the mud packed in there. Please do not sit on bed. Well, not much to it, but it served its purpose. Big old window, let the air blow through. Some sort of jug for holding maybe water or something else, who knows? It's an old churn. They've got a lot of stuff in here. And you can, please do not climb on ladder. So let's see if I can reach up high enough to see what's up here. I can't see up there, so we're finding out together what's up there. It's probably where the kids stayed, if I had to guess. Wow, and then you just go out the back door. Amazing. And you can see on the outside they had the adobe, but on the inside they have those joints covered with wood. I've never seen that before. I think that's a smart idea. Let's see, it's 1930s outhouse. Oh, look, they had concrete. WPA. We'll go see what this house was. It looks, oh, well, it had siding. It still has up top, you can still see logs and the adobe mud between it. And they covered it with the siding, metal siding. Well, these locals must have been in here a ton of times because there's nobody here. They're all headed over to the rib cook-off, the Staffel home, 1887. The Staffel home has been returned to its original state. The house was made of logs and adobe, originally built by Mr. Huh. All right, let's go see what this one has. Wow. Yeah, this is much better than the homestead cabin.
All we need is a place to be and a few good friends for some company. If you'd like to stay, you don't have to leave. Leave the lights on.
This is a log cabin house too. They just finished it out much nicer inside. There's no dirt floor. They had a record player there. Check out this old hat rack. There's a bedroom. Oh, look at that old wheelchair. This is nice. You can walk around in here. Morris died at Pearl Harbor. It's a neat old bed, huh? Oh, look! Look at this old camera. Wow! So you look down through there. All right, that's cool. Is that the Salt River Canyon? Kind of looks like it. All right. Looks like they had a utility room. Oh, this was like where they ate dinner. Apple press. A little bit lower roof in here. A hutch with all their utensils and this exposed log, adobe mud. This workmanship is over 130 years old. Wow. Here's an old apple press. Get some apple juice, huh? Here's another hutch. It's all to pie safe. Okay. That's what they tell me. This old stove, 2-burner stove. Pressure cookers. I don't know if they even make these anymore. You know, after that's what they used in the Boston Marathon. Oh, check this out. This little candle reflects the light out. This is. I like this fridge. Wow, look at that. Push, start, pull. Push, start, pull, stop. What was that for? I'm gonna need somebody's help to know what that push, stop, or pull, stop was. Look at this is metal. The detail in there. Looks like pie crust, huh? Yeah. Wow, this is old cloth, linen cloth, wallpaper covering. Man, love this. And it looks like we can walk upstairs. Fire extinguisher. Red Comet fire extinguisher. Wow. Those have got to be hard to find. All right, let's go upstairs. These are the home's original stairs. They are narrow and uneven. Step carefully and use the handrails. Wow, look, I mean, it's probably hard to see. This is putting my camera to the test. It's pretty dark. Oh, look at this. They use newspapers to cover. House of Flowers. Wow, they use newspapers as insulation. Seattle's biggest fair is declared. You can see adobe bricks. So they use logs up to this point and then adobe, so logs to here, and then adobe to finish off the gable. Little dress rack. Here's another view, old adobe brick. The logs below. Some old crutches. They're using wire to keep it together. This is amazing. Oh, wow, look at that. An old tricycle. Some old beds. Trying to keep the shadow out. And a sewing machine over here. Well, I hope this is showing up okay, but you can see more old newspaper. It's like wallpaper. Wow. This is amazing. I love this. And this doesn't cost anything. It's just part of the old park. Just yeah, you can see the stairs are a little bit not the code these days for sure. All right, back downstairs. Let's go see. I think there's another building I wanted to go see over here. We got a big old threshing machine there. More people heading over to the rib cook-off. Well, there might be people living here. I don't know. They've been there for a while. Here's the Clay Hunter home, 1890. This structure is a typical of the homes that hunters trapped. Okay. They lived in this structure for over 60 years. And the stove in here is original. 60 years in this house. Wow, and that's the original stove. It's too small for me to go in and try and get any footage, so I'm gonna stay out here. But Clay Hunter, history and legend. Let me squeeze in here. It's a wash basin right here. So this was his bathroom. I just saw this old thing, sugar and maple sugar syrups, metal box. Horsehair blanket. That can't be horsehair. Yeah, that's like, man, that wouldn't be comfortable at all. But I don't know, I guess if you're cold, you want to get covered up. Look at this chair. Look how like you can see the carve marks still in it. This old felt hat or something, that thing is crispy. Oh, this is cool. They lived in here 60 years. Wow. Look at that old skillet. All right, let's go see what's in here. People have been sitting there for a while, so maybe it's information about stuff. I'm gonna go find out. Looks neat from here. All right. Oh wow, look at that dress. And this is the last building. They do accept donations, so we'll sign up and donate up. Look at that wedding dress, 1910. Wow. Oh, this old Edison disc player.
I'm going to see if I can find a garbage bag. Well, welcome to our park.
Yes, this is amazing.
You caught us a change of shift.
Okay, that's fine.
Stories on one of these.
Ice skates.
This was
They have, look at this, all these old Round Valley High School. 1975, there's 1952.
Thank you for the free parking.
And then the gentleman that runs it, he was one of the guys that moved the house, the big house we were staying upstairs, the Saffel house. He was one of the guys that moved that house. So there's a picture of him doing it and some of the restoration they're doing. Clay Hunter Cabin. They've done a lot of amazing work getting these things looking right. Wow. And the gentleman that I was talking to that moved this house, he grew up here. His family lived here for generations, so very interesting. Oh, I got to get signed in. They asked me to sign in, so we will do it. All right, we're all signed in. Amazing, amazing.
He said everybody could park there.
All right, well,
People park there.
thank you guys. It's amazing.
You're welcome.
Glad I found you guys. Thanks for the information. That rock, I like that rock. That was cool.
One more time.
That rock, thanks for showing me that rock. I really like that. So, okay.
In case you walk. If you want to move it somewhere, you can.
No, it's. I'll leave it where it is for the next guy to see. Okay. All right. Thank you. I will. Thank you. That was amazing, and that was the gentleman that's lived here his whole life, and that's the house that they moved here. Huh? I didn't see the old bell before. All right, well, boy, I did not plan on being in Springerville this long, but it has turned out to be a fun, oh, look at this old canoe. I just saw that. But this has been a very fun trip for me. This is what everybody's here for. It's a barbecue ribs. Like you can get samples. It's like a swap meet for barbecue, for ribs. Oh man. They have competitions. I just happened to be lucky and walk through here at the right time. Well, it's pretty big. Smells amazing too. Oh man. He said if you like pay $2, you can like get 2 ribs, probably from anywhere you want. It's all the different flavors. Lots of vending. Shaved ice soda. Ice cream.
I just go out that way.
This reminds me of kind of like Quartzsite. Nice covered area to eat. Wow, this place is huge up here. There is so much to see. Wow. Oh, wrong place to come when you're hungry. Pistol Hill Barbecue, R&R Barbecue. Wow. Traeger Fired Grills. SouthwestGriller.com. Wow. Everybody's enjoying their meals. People's Choice. They have competition too. Wow. So, anyways, that was just a real quick walkthrough. Since I was here, I thought might as well stop, tease my stomach a little bit. Amazing. Springerville. All right, Springerville. Good job. All right, I think that's going to do it for Springerville. When I parked and I asked a local what if there was any admission to this park, he's like, no. He's like, nah, this is Springerville. There's no admission for anything here. So I thought that was good local humor. All right, well, there's a truck. I think we're gonna move on down the road. Wow, how about that? 2 museums in one day, and all for the cost of a couple dollars in donation. So that was some good, cheap entertainment, and they're well done. So anyways, we are gonna head on into New Mexico again. Yeah, we'll be checking out someplace I've driven through before, but I've never really stopped at, and that's the large solar or large satellite array. And after that, we're gonna take do a little hike. It's in a place called the Catwalks. I've never been there before. I've heard some really nice things about it, and I thought that would be a nice place to check out. So make sure you check back next week so you don't miss that. But I think that's going to do it. I'm going to sign off, and just remember, never say goodbye, always see you later.